This week, we managed to make it to a magical surf beach on the Pacific Ocean, but it wasn't exactly easy getting there. And before we go, we really need to resupply.
I'm good on this side.
All right, you should go for it. You should gun it.
Continue on Carretera Federal 1 for 91 kilometers.
Hola. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Baja Concepción y Loreto. Okay. Gracias.
So the one thing about being on the road is laundry really adds up.
Yeah, this is what, 2 weeks worth of laundry? It'll be so nice to have clean sheets, clean towels, everything. All right, now that the laundry's done, it's time to get some groceries.
You know, the van doesn't have a whole lot of extra space, but our little living room here actually feels pretty comfortable. All right, it's morning in Loretto. My hair's all crazy. Yesterday, we finished almost all of our resupply tasks. Got a couple more this morning. Mel is making some eggs, or some huevos.
With the kilogram of tortillas that we bought. Don't these look delicious?
Fresh tortillas. We really miss
so
those. Today, we're going to drive to the desert to escape the wind.
Which reminds me, if you're curious about the town of Loretto, which is a pueblo mágico, but if you want to see more of the town and the area around it, you can check out our video from last time we were here. We'll link it up here somewhere. All right, we are out of here. Couple last errands to do. I've just paid for our laundry. It was a little expensive. That was 350 pesos, somewhere around 30 bucks Canadian. Now we are on our way to get some water, our first water fill in Baja. So we've gone a full week.
Yeah, and we still have about a third of a tank left.
Can you check inside?
We also got our backup water filled here. 5 gallons of extra water we can use for drinking water or put in the tank.
If you're ever here, this is the best tortilla place we found. They're so delicious and they sell them by the kilo. Also note, you don't have to pump your own gas here. Now, just down the street from the gas is the Superlay. It's a grocery store, and they had a really good sale on refried beans yesterday, and I didn't buy enough, so we're gonna go buy more. 2 packages for 30 pesos.
All right, Mel's keeping track of all our costs in her little book there. And I think we have everything from town. You got to think carefully, though, because we're going to be out in the middle of nowhere for a while.
Now, one thing that I have noticed on this trip so far is expenses are a little more than what they were last time we were here. Last time we were here, gas was cheaper than at home. This time, gas is more expensive. Groceries seem to be about the same price as at home. So don't necessarily come expecting it to be way, way, way cheaper than back home in Canada.
So this section of highway just to the south of Loretto is beautiful. One of the first times I was able to actually use our adaptive cruise control. Got it set at 95. Pretty good. All right, we just arrived at a potential boondocking spot in the middle of nowhere in the desert, surrounded by saguaro cactuses. I don't know, it looks kind of so-so. Bit of a rough road coming in. Mm-hmm. We could carry on down the road towards the ocean, and apparently there's a spot there.
I'm leaning more towards just carrying on.
But the road is not great. It's very slow going.
We'll give you a pan of what this looks like. It's very scrubby. I mean, it's hot.
It's warm. We found the warmth, that's for sure.
Which is nice. But if we wanted to get to the beach, it would take us about an hour to get down to the beach, we think.
We'll have lunch and then we'll decide.
Yeah.
All right, we got beans. And tortillas. We're going real basic today.
All right, we've had some lunch and now we've decided we're gonna continue down this road to the beach.
Yeah, we've read a couple more iOverlander reports, and a number of people in two-wheel drive vans have made it. I did, however, have a conversation with Gemini about airing down the tires. So our tires are somewhere between 60 to 80 PSI. It suggests airing down to 30 to 40 PSI. And that's gonna help us, A, not get stuck in soft sand, and also if there's sharp rocks, it can help go over those sharp rocks without actually puncturing the tire. Oh, and it'll improve just the overall ride quality as well.
The thing that I really liked about that conversation with the Gemini was that it asked if we had a tire inflator. It was like covering its own butt, basically, to make sure that before you deflate, you have the equipment that you need to reinflate. Okay, we are ready to continue down this road. Jay ended up airing down to 45 on the front and 50 on the back.
Yeah, as much as I trust Gemini, I don't know, I'm just thinking about how long it's going to take to like pump all the tires back up when we get back to the highway. We've seen lots of vehicles going back and forth, almost all of them 4x4. So, but the reports on iOverlander says you can do it in a two-wheel drive van, so we are trusting that, fingers crossed. All right, so it does feel very different. The tires feel like squishy. It's weird. But we're going up this little hill here.
Holy cow, I barely felt that bump.
Yeah, hey, there's something to this whole airing down thing. This is, whoa, it's been rocky. This is our first experience airing down the van. So, the first minute, good stuff. Now this does not look fun. Looks very sketchy, but we're gonna go for it.
Go right, maybe?
Yeah, I think I have to.
You wouldn't want to get stuck in that.
Oh, we're on such an angle though.
Oh my gosh, I'm like 5 inches taller than you. Why would you stop?
I'm thinking the other side might be a better bet, but...
I think you should just go for it at this point. Oh my lordy.
Jeez. That is as much of an angle as you ever want to put a ProMaster van on.
Now we're like straddling a ditch. I don't know, is that a piece of cactus? Oh la la. Here's the piece of cactus we were concerned about. Oh la la la. Of bananas. There's something unusual on this cactus. Oh my gosh, he has a hat and a shirt. Oh, I just saw another whale poof. Straight out.
Looks like we found the ocean.
300 meters.
Yay! This is such an awesome spot. I want to stay for like a whole week. We've already seen 2 whales go by.
I have to say, this is pretty nice, and yeah, maybe we will stay a little longer than we had originally planned.
Jay is already grooming our near perfect site. But look at that view. And it looks like someone's made a little labyrinth here. We've already met some of the neighbors. Everyone here is super friendly.
Gosh, now I've got Mel onto the raking thing. I just love being close to the ocean like this. Something about the ocean breeze. Just so refreshing and reinvigorating. I don't know if that's the word. All right, we've got a new addition. We've got fancy lights. Now I've just kind of put them up and above the door, and then around, and then just kind of around. All right, we're all settled here. Just watched a beautiful sunset on the Pacific Ocean. And now we're gonna have a nice meal that Mel made of quesadillas and some broccoli and dipping sauce. Wow. So beautiful. I'm really glad we found this spot.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Well, it's a beautiful morning here at our beachfront site. on the Pacific Ocean. Although it's very cold, as you see by our trucks. It actually went down to 8 Celsius last night, which was surprising. Because on the other side, it only went down to like, I don't know, yeah, like 15 at the coldest. So I've heard there's a little reef out there, getting all my snorkeling stuff together, and I'm gonna go check it out. All right, we just got super lucky. We came outside to eat lunch and Mel was like, hey, I just saw a poof really close. As it turns out, there was a mother and baby whale not too far out. Luckily, I had left the drone all set up inside, grabbed it, and Mel kind of gave me directions. I feel like I got some not too bad footage. So this morning I said to Mel, does it feel like we're leaning forward a little bit more than before? And she said, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything because I thought it was just me, but it does feel that way. So it does kind of seem like our front tires have maybe sunk a little bit. So I've got our leveling blocks slash traction boards here, and I'm gonna try to get up on them a little bit to level the van out a little bit more. We don't worry too much about the van being like super level, but it's actually at a point where we can feel it kind of like facing forward. All right, we're gonna give this a shot.
Working great. All right, I think it worked.
Well, it's official. We might be staying here more than just a day or two. Why do I say that? That's right, Mel has the hammock set up. I'm going for another snorkel. This time I'm gonna try and get in right by our campsite. Now I've heard there's lots of urchins and barnacles and things in the rocks, but the waves aren't too big, so hopefully it'll work out. Well, I made it past the break, but it wasn't easy. That was a good little swim. I definitely found it easier to get out in this sandy area over here. Good exercise. So I'm out on the water again, this time with my friend Zach over there, and we're gonna be looking for some fish for dinner. How about that? Nicely done. Just hang with the fish and they'll come to you. Very nice. Good morning. It is maybe day 3, day 4. Not actually sure. It's easy to lose track of time on this beach, but it's a beautiful morning. It's a little cool, as you can see from my clothes here. Mel's in her booty, enjoying her tea, and we've got A beautiful sunrise coming up. Lots of people here, and we're just really enjoying our spot right here on the ocean. Last night, the waves were so loud.
Oh my gosh.
It sounded like thunder. Mel was a little bit worried.
At one point I woke up and I was like, should I check?
It felt like it was almost like vibrating the van. It was that loud.
Yeah, there's a lot of power in this ocean behind us here.
Zach and I went out for another snorkel. It was a bit rougher, but I did see an octopus and a spotted eagle ray. Today, Mel noticed a big group of birds out in the water. It turned out to be 2 sea lions fishing. So today is our final day at this beach. We only were going to come for like 2 or 3 days. I think it's been almost a week now. And we're actually finally getting used to the sound of the crashing waves at night. We both had a really good sleep, but we are running out of food. So what do? Well, in this case, Mel makes bread. Look at this.
So last time we were in Baja, friends of ours were traveling with their sourdough starter, and they showed us how to make English muffins. And so for this trip, I thought, I'm going to do that too. So last night I mixed up some dough and I'm going to give it a whirl. I don't know how this is going to go, but
I'm very excited about this.
I'm
looking forward to English muffins. Ooh, I think those might be nearly ready. All right, what's our breakfast look like here?
English muffins. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of peanut butter, hun.
Yep.
All right, have a bite. All right, so I'm going to one-up Jay's and add blueberry jam, homemade blueberry jam from blueberries that we picked this summer.
It seems we've adopted a dog. Well, it's been some busy, bustling activity at the campsite this morning. We've been packing up. We've been here for a whole week, despite just thinking we would come for like a day or two. But we have to say goodbye to this beautiful beach spot, and that means we have to say goodbye to you as well. All we have now is the treacherous drive out, and fingers crossed nothing too exciting happens on that. If it does, you'll see us immediately again. But otherwise, we'll cut straight to the bloopers. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Didn't go in the direction I thought he was. Well, there he goes.
I'm not sure, but I felt that...
Like, should I check how high that tide is coming in? Like, are we getting flooded? But no, we weren't. It was fine.
But this wraps... Oh, no, wait. Start again.
Make sure you don't miss the next video by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications.
Oh, and don't forget to check out our website and sign up for our weekly email blast.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.